Hey there guys, Bowlington here, and today I'd like to welcome you to a look back at my first year on YouTube in its entirety. During this past year I've gotten a few lucky breaks that cobbled together, see what I did there, with some long hours and some hard work has gotten me to the place that I'm currently enjoying. Be sure to note at the start of this video that I wrote these thoughts down beforehand to make sure that I didn't trip over my words, and also be warned that this video will probably be really long. But I implore you to watch till the end because this is the most candid video I feel I've ever posted. I suppose that we should start at the beginning. On screen right about now you should see a Battlefield 3 video that I posted to my clan's channel about a year ago. This is the first video that I ever posted to YouTube, and to this day I'm still proud of it. Looking back, I'm actually surprised by how decent it is. When I made this video, I knew absolutely nothing about video editing, and I mean absolutely nothing. This video was my first attempt at entertaining, and it was pretty well received by my fellow clan members. At this time, I was using the standard iMovie program for editing, but I soon moved to Final Cut Pro afterwards for some of its advanced features. But let's rewind a couple weeks before that video was made. Back to the days before my channel even existed. Back in December of 2011, I had some trouble with a close group of friends in real life. Long story short, they pretty much abandoned me based on the words of someone who already had a grudge against me, but I couldn't make them see that, and we just severed our ties and called it a day. This gave me an abundance of free time. Because I had all this free time, I spent more time gaming, but unfortunately I now didn't have anyone to play with that I liked. So I took to the internet to find possibly join a clan. After a couple of days deliberating, looking at a few different clans, I chose the League of Casual Gamers as my new home. At the time, the League of Casual Gamers had been recently formed from the ashes of a previous clan, so I joined League of Casual Gamers as my first official organized clan. Before that, my group of friends and I ran under the clan tag ICAP, which stood for I Kill a Lot of People, but we never had any true organization. It took me a little while to figure out that TLCG was mostly, it's actually called LOCG now, so if you look in the description of my video, that's what it's referring to, is as TLCG because the name has changed. But took me a while to figure out that TLCG was mostly an Australian UK clan and had very few US players like myself. However, the guys in the clan were so welcoming, like Casimir and Big Yen and just everyone else who was in the clan. They were so welcoming that I decided to stay despite the massive time differences between myself and the other members. And I soon made some really strong friendships in the clan, and I felt right at home. During this time, TLCG was basically divided down the middle between Call of Duty and Battlefield. I started as a Battlefield player, and this is around the time that Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I was really kind of disappointed by it, so I went to Battlefield. But yeah, I didn't like that too much, so I went to Battlefield 3. But I started in the clan as a Battlefield player, and as time went on I moved up to a leader position. I had been playing Battlefield since it was released that same year, and I developed a lot of my skills as a lone wolf. Partly from my past experience in Modern Warfare 2, because you can carry whole teams and win games just based on being a good lone wolf. But now that I had a team to watch my back, it forced me to change my playstyle. But overall, it made me a better player and molded me into what I call myself a Battlefield pub star. I'm not very much one anymore, but I was at the time. The video that you're seeing is a montage from a single game in Battlefield 3 where I went to about 40-5. Back in those days and the few months afterwards, I considered myself a superb Battlefield player and always found myself at the top of leaderboards. If I wasn't the very top, I was either second or third consistently. It was a few days after I was made a full member in my clan that we started talking about recording gameplay to show off some of the awesome stuff we were doing. So I bought an AverMedia capture box or a PVR and began recording my games. I co-founded the League of Casual Gamer YouTube channel with another member named Wortho, and I began posting some Battlefield content to it. I kept up with Battlefield for a couple of weeks, but I soon grew tired of all of the converting and the editing that the footage from the AverMedia required, and that's part of the reason why my Prototype and Dead Space is on hold, because it takes so long to edit those for what they are. But yeah, so I began looking at YouTube as a hobby, but I wanted something more diverse to base my hobby on than just Battlefield. I had been playing Minecraft since an early alpha build and decided that Minecraft is where I wanted to go. Shortly after that, I bought ScreenFlow and I started my channel. I chose the name Bowlington Presents because it left me room to change my content if I wanted or I needed to. And with that name, I would always be presenting whatever I was posting, so it didn't leave me tied down to just Minecraft or just a single game. On screen right about now, you should be seeing my first video that I posted to this channel, to Bowlington Presents, which is my original Let's Play. The series ran for 28 episodes before my world became corrupted and I was forced to end the series. But during this series, you can slowly notice that my skills as a commentator and a video editor improved drastically. It was during this series that I really became used to working with ScreenFlow and listening to myself talk. I'm always learning new techniques and new ways of doing things, but it's during this series where I really begin to get my footing. And at this point, I wasn't posting videos every day. A video would come out every few days or so, and I was totally fine with that. At the time, I only had about 15 to 25 subscribers, and I personally knew most of them, so I wasn't worried about posting every day. Once that first series ended, I was looking for something new to work on, and we had a short-run series of Tekkit with Pope, Morpheus, and Pope's girlfriend Creeter, and that was a lot of fun playing with them and doing that series. But it never really went anywhere like my other series had. Actually, up to that point, both of those series hadn't gone anywhere because Corrupted World and actually they were both Corrupted Worlds. That's what ended both of them. But once that series ended, I was looking for something new to work on, and one day I woke up with the idea for a short movie series filmed in-game, which is otherwise known as a machinima. 2 days later, I posted the first part of The Last Aviator. At this time, I had 2 computers to work with, so I was able to do both on-screen character movement and the filming. The first and second parts were posted by about a month apart from each other, but they are both well received, which I was very happy about. The first part got like 200 views in about a week, which, to put it in perspective, 200 views was unheard of to me because all other videos that I had posted only had about 20 to 30 views at best. And I knew that I had something special and I wanted to take it further. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time or the manpower to control the characters that the series required to go past the next part into the script that I had written for it. So, as of now, that's where Aviator stands. It's a machinima that I am really proud of, despite not having the best editing, because I was still learning at the time. But I'm really proud of it, and I am going to continue it in the near future. But moving forward, I was looking for a series after Last Aviator that I could play daily and post videos for. At the time, I was watching Brenny Beast play the original Ant Farm Survival by MG Platinum, and once he mentioned Extreme Ant Farm Survival, I looked into it and I decided to try it out. Little did I know that Extreme Ant Farm would turn out to be my most successful series to date, with several episodes breaking the 1,000 view mark and one episode that has broken the 5,000 view mark. But I'll get to that in a second. With my new Ant Farm series, I decided that I needed to increase my video quality substantially. So, that's exactly what I did. I incorporated a graphical splash screen during my intros and created a complex outro featuring inset videos, linking to other episodes, and a moving background. Keep in mind that at this point I was still not posting daily videos, so I went ahead and recorded up to episode 4 and 5 and posted them within a few days of each other. Skip ahead a little bit. One morning I woke up, and this is a few days after episode 5 was posted, and I woke up to roughly 500 unread emails. I was used to having only like 2 unread emails, or none at all. And my email program lists messages in reverse chronological order, where newer messages are up at the top. So I started reading the messages, and it took me a couple of hours to understand what had happened. It's about this time that I noticed this comment. I did a double take when I saw who it was from, and I even clicked the username to be 100% sure that it was who it was. And I found out, sure enough, that Ant Venom had somehow found episode 4, titled Pit of Rage, of my Ant Farm series, and he decided that it was good enough and entertaining enough to add it to his favorite list. Because of him doing this, my channel exploded. Went from 34 subscribers to over 350 in the course of a day. In the following weeks, my channel grew to over 450, and eventually to 562 as of this video. After this happened, I changed my mindset about YouTube. My thought was that if all these new people were coming over from Ant Venom, that I should step up my game and start posting daily videos. So that's exactly what I did. I went for a couple of months, rarely skipping a day, and I watched as my channel slowly grew. The drastic change in subscribers also got me thinking about my professionalism in general, and for that reason I have always included the outro in every episode of Ant Farm. With some of my other series like Skygrid, you may notice that in the beginning I used a simple outro for the episodes, but eventually I stopped using one altogether. With Ant Farm, perfection is what I strive for. As my flagship series and the platform for which my channel began gaining popularity, I still do put everything I have into Ant Farm. And looking back on 44 episodes with about 40,000 views total, I'm extremely proud of my Ant Farm series, and there is not much that I would change if I could do it all again. Shortly after my channel exploded, I was contacted by my current designer, Zypher, and with Zypher's help, I was able to dramatically improve the image of my channel, so that now instead of a very basic background that I kind of threw together myself, I have the awesome designs that have graced my channel page so far. Zypher also created all of my logos and the backgrounds for my live stream page, and I have also been graced by having gained other connections within YouTube to some other key influential people. About 1 month before this video, and not the one on screen, the one that I'm talking in, I decided that I wanted to get partnered. So after looking at various partnership organizations and weighing the pros and cons, I decided to apply to Asafin, which is maintained by the same company as TGN. After about a week, I got accepted. At this point, I still view my channel as a hobby, but making it to partnership unlocked the door to possibly taking my hobby further. And being partnered also allowed me to improve the quality of my channel again with a full channel background, custom thumbnails, and access to some of the other very talented people within Asafin's network. On that note, I have commissioned a very nice 3D intro for my videos to help improve my overall quality and branding a little bit more, which you guys should expect to start seeing soon as it is finished. So all in all, the past year has been an uncertain but exciting one, and I'm looking forward to producing the quality content you've all come to expect from me for several years to come. And this brings me to my last little monologue. What good would an anniversary to a year of prosperity be without a thank you section? And I've definitely got a few to hand out. First off, I would like to say thank you to Morpheus and Pope. They have always been down to help with anything that came to mind, and they've helped make a lot of stuff possible. Things like Simnadia and the original Tekkit series, and just all sorts of stuff. Secondly, I'd like to thank Zypher for all of the design work he's done for me and the long hours he's spent slaving over a hot Photoshop. And next, I'd like to also thank Ant Venom, whose influence has allowed my channel to grow and has helped me build an amazing audience. Next off, I would like to thank Mr. Muckluckable for being as awesome of a commentator, or of a commenter, as he is a YouTuber. And he also destroyed all humans, but that's another story. I'd like to also thank the guys and girls of TLCG and SNS for being two fantastic gaming communities with some awesome people at their respective helms. And finally, I would like to thank you. All of you. You guys are one of the best things about doing videos on YouTube. Being able to entertain and interact with you guys is what makes YouTube worthwhile to me, and has definitely kept it interesting for my entire journey. The amount of support you guys have given me, every comment, every like, and answer to all my various questions is insurmountably helpful in helping my channel grow, and I would not be here talking without you guys. Pat yourselves on the back for being one of the most mature, helpful, and understanding communities I've ever had the pleasure of addressing. So, to end this video off, I want to say one final collective thank you to everyone who has helped me with my journey on YouTube to the point where I am today. And I would like to say, again, thank you to everybody for everything that everyone's done, comments, likes, all that good stuff. You guys are fantastic, and I can't express that enough to you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much where I want to end it off for today. So this is the 1 year anniversary. I will probably do another one of these in another year. And I'll be looking forward to another year of entertaining you guys and producing all the content that you like and you enjoy watching. If anyone has any questions about anything I've talked about, as usual, feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you, because this is kind of a celebration of how far I've come in just such a short time. Even though it's a year, it seems like a long time, it's really not. A year is a very short amount of time. And to get this far and to have this level of success, I expected it to take twice, 3 times as long. But for every lucky break and for every new subscriber that I get, it gets me a little bit closer to just awesome. So, once again, thanks guys for Bowlington Presents. This is Bowlington, signing off.